Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 17th of January 2021. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Once again, this is for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Sagittarius, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and to only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective Sagittarius. We start your weekly reading with the Devil card, and this is the Capricorn card, if anyone resonates with that. Now, the Devil card is the card that signifies our shadow self. We all have a shadow side to us. Without the darkness, our lights cannot shine. So this is a card that speaks about some unhealthy attachments perhaps you have, some restrictions, some self-imposed restrictions, some self-limiting beliefs that you might have about yourself. This card, of course, can speak about addictions of all sorts in that unhealthy attachment and that restriction way. Here we have divine feminine and divine masculine shackled here to the devil, speaking about those attachments, speaking about those restrictions. So this is the week to start doing a little bit of shadow work. Start releasing some of those self-limiting beliefs you have, some of those self-imposed restrictions you have on your own potential. Releasing some of those unhealthy attachments. Look, it could be as mundane as having a look at your diet, getting a little bit more exercise, cutting back on alcohol, whatever the case may be. It might be something far more deeper and serious than that as well. But we have the devil, some shadow work to be done this week, Sagittarius. Let's get all the cards on the deck for you and we'll get a little bit more into what this shadow work could be involving this week for you. All right, card at the bottom of the deck this week, and the overarching energy is the glorious Ace of Pentacles. This is, like all the other aces, the gift from the universe. Whether this has been something you have been co-creating or this is occurring as a gift, either way, accept it with gratitude in your heart, as the Ace of Pentacles is all about the manifestation of abundance in your life. This is usually through a new financial career opportunity that might be coming up for you, but it's certainly the manifestation of all forms of abundance in your life. This is an amazing overarching energy to have throughout the week for you, and a wonderful energy to have while you're doing this shadow work, bringing more abundance back into your life. Let's see what's crossing you this week. The Four of Cups. The Apathy card is the Four of Cups. This is the card that represents you being a little bit bored, quite frankly, Sagittarius. This is about you re-evaluating things in your life at the moment. Here you are with your arms folded, your legs crossed. You're looking down at these three cups and you're looking quite bored with it all. Perhaps these three cups are representing things that you have been and done that. It doesn't really excite you anymore. Perhaps they haven't worked out how you thought it would. You're not going in the direction. It might be a job, it might be a relationship, it might just be your life's direction that you're feeling a bit bored with. But because you're so busy down here concentrating on what you don't have, you're not seeing what is being offered right up here. This is the opportunity. This is the cup. This is the thing that's going to get you excited at the moment. So the Four of Cups is a card about contemplating, re-evaluating all aspects of your life, relationships in your life, your career, your job, your inner calling, your highest purpose, whatever that may mean to you. This is a time of contemplation, working out what you want to keep and what you want to discard to make room for more abundance to come into your life. This crossing the devil also suggests that you are bored of perhaps of these unhealthy attachments you might have. Perhaps you're bored of drinking and you might get rid of drinking alcohol. Perhaps you're bored of, perhaps you're unsatisfied in some sort of relationship in your life. You might decide to work on that or to let that go. There's a whole heap of contemplation going on here, and it has to do with some unhealthy attachments that you have. The moon, Sagittarius, in your past position. This is the Cancer card, if that resonates with anybody out there, but the moon reveals things to us. The moon is a card of illusion. It's a card of the subconscious. And what the moon does is it reveals knowledge to us. It reveals the truth behind things to us through our subconscious, through our intuition, and into our lives. So in the recent past, you've learned something that you didn't know. A piece of the puzzle was dropped in. An illusion was revealed. Perhaps it was a long-held belief that you had that's all of a sudden been revealed to not be true. This is what the moon does. It reveals this behind the illusions of things. I have a feeling this is to do with, again, a restriction in your life, a self-limiting belief. Perhaps you've always believed that you weren't smart enough to do, that job, or, I don't know, go to college or university or something like that. I'm just using this as an example. It has been recently revealed to you that that isn't correct. That's a self-limiting belief that you have about yourself that isn't true. I'm just using that as an example, as I said, but it's this kind of energy. This is what is bringing you to do this shadow work on yourself and to do this re-evaluation of where you are at the moment. The sun, you've got the moon and the sun, gorgeous. You've got the sun in your grounding position, shining down on you, the most positive card of the tarot deck. This shadow work that you commit to doing this week is going to bring so much positivity into your life. The sun is a card about having fun, your vitality returning, positivity in all its forms, and ultimately success. This re-evaluation, this shadow work that you're going to bring is going to free yourself up so much for this positivity and this success coming to you. Remember, you've got the Ace of Pentacles here sitting looking after you. Wow. The Hangman in your crowning position. This is a great reading, Sagittarius. This is all just flowing. The Hangman sitting in your crowning position. Now, the Hangman is a pause card. It's a wait card. It's a card of non-action. But it is urging you to do a couple of things, which is all what these cards, it's kind of just backing up everything else. Because what the Hangman wants you to do is to look at things from a different perspective, as the Hangman does. So while you're contemplating these things, while you're re-evaluating this Four of Cups energy down here, look at all these things in your life from a different perspective. You don't necessarily have to hang upside down, but look at it with fresh eyes. Look at it from a different angle before you start surrendering and letting go of things that no longer serve you. Perhaps these things have once served you. Perhaps it was, there was a time where some self-limiting beliefs served you. Perhaps there was a time when eating too much and drinking and not exercising served you. But these things no longer serve you. So this is a card that is saying, look at things from a different perspective while you're doing this contemplation, this re-evaluation, and start letting go of those things, because that frees up space for this wonderful abundance, success and positivity to come into your life. It needs room to come into your life, and at the moment it's cluttered with all these things that are doing you no good. They don't serve you. You can wish them well. Wow. And then the Six of Cups in your outcome position. Now, the Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia. This is about revisiting your past. This is about having childhood memories, or certainly past memories, of a joyful period in your life. This card often turns up when somebody from our past all of a sudden crosses paths with us again. We've all had that experience. You might get a phone call, an email. You might see someone across the street that you haven't seen in years, an old high school friend or a childhood friend, an ex even perhaps. The reason you're crossing paths with this person is the universe transporting you back into that time, because the universe wants to remind you of a goal, a wish, a feeling, a dream you had during that time. There's something to do with this reevaluating here. It's almost like you're realigning yourself. This person from the past, or this past memory or feeling or goal or dream, is part of your alignment. It's going to bring you back in. That's why you're crossing paths again. Just to give you a tweak, just to make you remember. Really, really lovely reading, Sagittarius. As always, I like to take one final message just to summarise the weekly reading for you. But if you are resonating with this, by all means, please give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everybody. Let's get that final card out. The beautiful Hummingbird Spirit, the number 34. Be here now. Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Do this work. I don't think it's actually going to be as stressful or emotional or anything like that, Sagittarius. I think you're in a great spot to do it. Be here now. Reevaluate. Be in the present. Be mindful. Let's see what other messages Hummingbird Spirit has for you this week. Hummingbird Spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the now, the timeless present. Here and now, you are becoming the person you wish to be, to have the experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird Spirit's message is that you have no need to go about in search of something better, for all that you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to the universe, who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. I will leave you with that as the final message of the week, Sagittarius. I wish you a fabulous week ahead, and I do look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.